This a beat by Mills. For real, yeah.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Skip Cutscene. I'm your host, Slick, and I'm back with Wicked and B Potts. What's up, fellas?
What up?
What up?
As y'all know, we just did our 1-year anniversary, man. So, that being said, welcome to season 2 of the podcast. Season 2.
I'm so glad we got approved.
We got a good show today for everybody who's listening. Today we got to get into a couple things, man. We're going to go ahead and jump into those topics. With the first one being, are you guys ready for Facebook Meta, aka Ready Player One, aka Sword Art Online Deep Dive?
Um,
go ahead.
My fear of all that is like, if it's deep dive, it's cool, but I don't want to be asleep and vomit. Okay, because you know exactly like how sensitive I am to that stuff. They're actually buying out the Meta company, though. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I saw that they had the name. I think it's I think it's for $20 million or something, which is nothing to Facebook.
No. That's less than 1%.
Right.
But like, man, hey, you can quit your job, babe. Why? Because we just got $20 million. you're don't
pretty much
stuff like that.
No, man, I'm excited for it. I don't use my VR as much as I should be, but I've been waiting for this. I think majority of gamers been waiting on this. I say just me. It's kind of selfish, but majority of gamers since Ready Player One, since Sword Art, all thinking like, man, what if gaming get to this point? And we talked about this offline before. We was wondering how many years away were we from this. And what's funny is that same week, Meta came. Well, Mark Zuckerberg talked about Meta. In the metaverse or whatever, and we thought we was at least maybe 5 to 10 years away.
I thought we were farther than that, if I'm honest.
I thought it was like 5 to 10 years, just for how far VR games have come so far. So I thought we were a little bit further. I was like, oh man, it's still kind of, some of these games still kind of clunky. There's some that are like smooth as hell. Like, this is really good. Even though I can't play it as long as I would want to, or I'm not used to VR quite yet because I don't do it enough. But the fact that there's a company called B Haptics also that has the vest and the gloves and shit, just like Ready Player One, you could feel what's happening in the game too. So you get shot with a bazooka, shit it's gonna fucking vibrate like hell or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope. So we're really close to this.
The only reason why I don't think that we are that close to this is because while, yes, we do have stuff that's, that's kind of implemented like that, a lot of people, I can't say that like I've ever gone anywhere in like the whole AR or VR, right, was really all that, pushed because we've had electric cars for the better part of 30 years, but they're just now taking off.
That's true.
I mean? So while I think that the technology is there, it's also very, very it's going to be very niche, because while there is going to be games to play and stuff like that, I don't think it's going to be anything that we would actually be excited to see until like way down the road, is what I'm saying. So like if we are playing like a deep dive RPG, because like I set up all my gaming for, strictly for convenience and comfort and simplicity, right?
Right.
It's like, oh man, I better go stop at the store before I get home because I needed some Gatorade. and some water. And she's like, what? Because I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy. Oh,
Yeah.
I like, call me a fat ass. I don't really want to break a sweat. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at the same time, that's why, there's different kinds of games, different kinds of people. But I think it would be cool, like as far as the deep dive. So if you could actually just lay there and like have the controllers in your hands or something like that, and you can feel and stuff like that, I think that's about as far as I would go. But as far as like, bro, I don't want to have like a real life Tekken match, man. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm gonna try to do some move, and I'm like, ah, God, like fucking pull a hip or some shit like that, and then some like Asian kid or something that just started, but he's already got +10 gaming. So
Fucking motherfuckers really know capoeira or whatever shit called.
exactly, he's doing like
Really?
ultra combo, and I don't know,
think
man. Like,
I think that Mark Zuckerberg. I think he teased it too. Even with the Facebook Oculus,
Mhm.
I think that was kind of like a little bug in our ear, like he was going to do. Because I didn't see anything that Facebook, all the areas that Facebook, is in. I didn't see VR in it. But when they came out with the Oculus, it was like, okay, all right, but what do we do with it? And what do you want us to do with it? So I
Right.
think, and even with Facebook, of course, losing that, uh, $7 billion in like 6 hours. I think this
That's
is also a comeback to him kind of pushing harder. I know what you said, Wicked, with 5 to 10 years, maybe even more out, but I think this is where he kind of can push it and talk about connecting people. And I think a lot of people might look at it and be like, okay, let me see what this talking, especially if he already has, a platform where billions of people is on it.
mhm.
So I would definitely think that, okay, now that I have the community, let me go ahead and start pushing this. You know,
He definitely has the capital as far
right.
as being able to pretty much do any of
And,
that.
and hire the people to make it better and better and
yeah,
faster.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like, as far as like virtual reality, like if it was deep dive or something like that,
Mhm.
probably the deep dives that I would get into would honestly probably be driving.
I'll just say
Mm,
RPGs and racers for me, honestly, more than anything.
Yeah, because shooters, while they sound cool, I'm just, I don't really. I'd rather just sit there and be sipping on a drink or something like that. But like a driver, like
mhm,
if I was actually, because I could easily set up a seat in my game room and
mhm.
be fully immersed. But they got to bring it so where it's not. Man, let me tell you a little story, Potts. Whenever the PlayStation VR came out, I bought 6 of those damn things.
Damn.
Okay, yeah, because I wanted one for me, wanted one for my wife, one for my 2 brothers, and then one for the kiddo. Okay,
Mhm,
and I had the money at the time, so I got them, and I played Project Cars, which on VR, any game is enhanced in VR. Maybe not any game, but it definitely throws the immersion factor up.
right.
But you're not talking. It's not a really good, crisp headset. You know what I'm saying? Because it's their first trying to
Right.
implement kind of thing. Man, let me tell you something. I came around a corner and I guess I hit something or what, but that car spun around like 4 times.
Oh,
And I have severe vertigo. When I was excited because it wasn't giving me a problem. But as soon as that thing spun around, got that flop sweat, started breathing heavy like day, and I'm not even kidding. Like I turned it off and I did not get out of bed for about a day and a half.
damn.
That's how much it messes with me. So I was like, Well, I'm selling all of these, and I did. I sold them all. I got rid of them because I literally played it for about 10 minutes, and then I put it right back in the box and got rid of it because at that point I knew like I can't do that. And there's so many more VR games right now because like even Slick Elite Dangerous, full VR.
Yep.
Same thing with Star Citizen, full VR. We all three of us could play that. I did finally get into my account, Slick.
Nice.
They do periodic wipes because technically it's still an alpha. And the only way that you can actually, it's very clever the way they do this. The only way that you actually keep the stuff that you have is if you buy it with real world money.
Okay.
That's why I still have all of my stuff. But there's a ton of ships. I think the most expensive one that they only had 200 of them and they sold out immediately. Yeah. But it was an Imperial cruiser, massive. It was a capital ship, but those were $2,500 a piece, and they sold out in less than an hour.
Damn.
Yeah. So I think the most expensive ship right now is $1,000 real life dollars.
Shit.
But once you say if you, and honestly, this is something that I wanted to touch on real quick. I know it's not part of the topics for tonight, but some of these things where everybody's, oh, well, it's pay to win. It's pay to win. It's pay to win. It's like, well, I can understand that to a certain extent. If my mentality on that is if it's not utterly game breaking, you know what I mean? Then why not enjoy yourself? If you are succeeding in life and you don't have the time to really grind all this stuff out in game, and you have the capital and you've done your diligence and busted your ass in real life, I see no problem spending that money so you can enjoy the little time that you do have on that video game, because that's something that we cannot buy is more time. That's why I never saw a problem in it. So if there's a permanent experience boost for 50%, yeah, I'm going to buy that because one, I got a little bit extra money, and two, it's going to help me, enjoy the game and get to where I want to be faster. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, well, you didn't do it yourself. I was like, nah, I mean, nobody else was holding the controller. But it doesn't, games nowadays, that's the thing. If you were a good gamer, back in the day, you were a good gamer. That was it. You're a good gamer now. Either you are successful in life more often than not, or you got daddy's credit card.
Yep.
Either one. So that's why I never saw a problem.
Or hacks.
Exactly. Or yeah, exactly. Or you're a cheater. But that's the thing. So if I had an extra $1,000 to spend, if you saw the ship, my really big ship that takes 6 people to crew, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I have one of those whenever it was on sale. You can park that ship inside that $1,000 ship.
Damn.
Yeah, and you're talking that ship. I think the ship is like 170 feet long or something like that. My ship. Yeah. So, and that's another thing. Because if you buy these things with real life, that's why I would honestly yeah, you can earn anything in game, which is cool. But if you buy anything with real world money, because in Star Citizen, you have to have insurance on your ships, and if you don't, and it blows up, you're SOL. That's it. That's why.
Well, you have no idea.
You see,
that would cause me.
Yeah.
If I was on a fucking game ship.
So if you don't have enough real life, if you don't have enough in-game money to cover that insurance premium, then that's it. And see, they were very clever the way they did that. Because, okay, no, we wipe things periodically, but if you don't want to wipe, you pay us real money.
Right.
That's why they've been funded over $500 million now.
Damn. But go ahead.
No, I was gonna. Well, it's every time they release a new ship. You know what I mean? So you got to think that ship sold out in less than an hour.
Damn.
Okay, that's $2,500. They made $500,000 in less than an hour.
That's fucking crazy. Rich people play that game.
Yeah, no, see, no, and it's funny you say that because that wasn't even, they've dumbed down their packages a lot. The big package that you could get was $24,000.
Fuck that, bro.
But at that point, and that's where like I get into the whole thing. Like some are good, some are
That's a
bad.
brand new Toyota Camry.
That's what I'm saying though. But like some people, you know, they got the money, and he was some tech developer, and he had the money. It's like, okay, I'm gonna spend it on this. But see, I can understand here and there, but at the same time, like I wanna earn my shit a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But anyway, yeah, that's all I got on that. I can keep talking about that for forever, but.
All right. Back to the meta though. Speaking since we were talking about money and shit, what got me excited about it also is the whole because people are starting to implement crypto into games or trying to.
Correct.
But NFTs and stuff like that. So, you know, think just in perspective, the way we grind out games, MMOs especially, and try to get here and all that shit. Imagine like gamers are if it's done right, gamers are gonna get rich fast.
Yeah, until the government steps in and it's like, no.
I was just about to say that until the government steps in. But those initial players who are gonna get into that shit, which I hope I'm here and still able to get in that shit, bro. If I can get in there and get something really rare or some shit that's heavily sought out there and people want to pay me in crypto, I don't give a fuck what form, and I can cash out, I'm cashing out, bro. You only need one, all right?
Yep. You know that's gonna start, right? It's like, oh no, man, did you hear about that? It's like, yeah, no, this cat got this really rare card, and then Clan Lone Wolf, actually went to his house and then like forced them to sell it and everything. Yeah, it was a big story on the news. They're gonna have real life clans, bro.
No, right, I know that. And like I said, I'm gonna go under a different alias. I know people can find out, but bro, I'll be okay. Just know I'm gonna be fucking okay. All right. But yeah, I'm actually excited about this, man, because like I like the direction they're trying to. Even though I feel like it's a complete cover up for Mark Zuckerberg, because I had the whole whistleblower thing. But I don't give a shit about him. Look, just fund your money into shit for gamers, and where we don't get in trouble and we can do some fun shit. Then by all means, do what you got to do, But as far as this whole thing getting into a Ready Player One state, like just imagine like events like on Ready Player One, you had to go find the keys and all this shit, figure it out stuff, and at the end it's like, oh, the company's yours or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it's it's a level 99 magic artifact. That means that I'll have unlimited Kamehameha power for 2 minutes.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? So it's just like shit like that, bro. It's like, yo. Like that's the thing that get me excited about it, man. It's like because it's endless stuff you can do, man. Like I said, especially if they really implement like haptic feedback suits and stuff like that, man, and make it to where, like you said, like with people who have vertigo, they don't get sick. That way, it's fun for everybody. Like, because you know me, like even when we played Phasmophobia, I want to play it in VR, but I'm not gonna stand up playing it in VR. I don't want to. I want to sit down and play it.
Right.
And they really need to implement the sit down feature. I refuse to stand up because I know I'm gonna bump into some shit because my game area, I got it against the wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to knock shit over.
Oh man, no, like because immediately I'm just thinking of whenever like they push Joe Dirt down and he's trying to grab onto anything just to.
Right, bro. I'll tear all this shit up, bro. I'll knock all this shit over. So yeah, that like I said, that's my big thing about it, man. Like I really hope this comes through soon. Like I said, I looked at the vest or whatever, like even the haptic suit, whatever, they come with like the hands and the vest and everything, where you feel everything.
Yeah.
It's only $500. And it's Bluetooth. That's not bad, man. And then like
No.
I was on my Oculus earlier and I saw the fucking the compatibility little app or whatever is already on the Oculus.
See, that's the direction they need to go. And Apple, I'm talking to you. Enough of this proprietary bullshit, fellas.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so tired of just like Apple's been in courts and they're losing heavily, losing the fact that everything needs to go to USB-C, which honestly it should have a long time ago because Apple is the only one that
With a
has
special port.
that special lightning cable. Trust me, I know. I use it for work. Don't at me.
But everything has fast charge now. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Mhm.
that's what kept me. Apple trying to be exclusive, but like using Samsung parts, bro. Like
Mhm.
using Samsung parts, man. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for this. I can't wait to see more about it. But we're gonna go ahead and head on into the next topic, and this
Well,
one's going on. Oh,
let
what's
me
up?
add one thing to that.
Hmm.
If everything goes full haptic, also though is that's the thing. If it's full haptic, it's not just about. It's not ever just going to be about gaming anymore. Yeah, that might be the forefront, but I mean, you're talking. I mean, especially with the way the world is going right now,
Hmm.
and the stay-at-home jobs and everything. Why would you need to go to the gym to teach a class when everybody has haptic?
Exactly.
So I mean, and that could go with anything. That and it's one of those things where like instead of spending the money getting somebody out there to get hands-on training in the field for some trade, like even simple trades. I say simple, but like plumbing or electrician or something like that, right?
Right.
If that's all strictly VR and stuff, then like why would you need to have train 16 people whenever you're literally just taking another class online or
Yeah.
something?
Before we get off the topic, I'll say something else. I will say I'm nervous about it. The whole going into Ready Player One world type thing, whatever.
Hmm.
The movie Ready Player One, the regular world on the outside, real life, look like
Hmm.
bro. That part is trash if it comes to fucking world that's just ravished and everybody's living like stack on fucking trailer parks and shit, bro. I'm
I
good.
would be so pissed if we're in 2040 and Columbus, Ohio is still the most growing city. I'm sorry, that's just gonna piss me off.
But moving on, skipping
Moving
over
on, yeah.
cutscene. Yep. And we're gonna go into this is for streamers and future YouTubers like myself and the Skip Cutscene brand with us. Uh, so YouTube is finally dumping money into their YouTube gaming, which you think they would have done a long time ago, being that YouTube gaming has been carrying YouTube for like the last 5 years or so. I mean, when you have YouTubers like PewDiePie and shit, they got like 50 plus million subscribers. You know what I mean? When the average gaming YouTubers are, between 5 and 15.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Hmm.
how does this person has more followers than LeBron James or who? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They got more subscribers than fucking the NBA, NFL, MLB, like all that shit. And I was like, they should have been putting money towards gaming. But at the same time, if they do that, they can't be fucking gatekeeping gaming either, as far as like what kind of content for gaming you put on there. Everybody knows gaming is fucking fake.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like with prime example, Mortal Kombat 11, you had to change the skull color green. You can't see real blood, and people get demonetized because, oh man, red blood. Oh man, this skeleton is showing. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man.
But at the same time, you can type in Iraqi gets run over by a tank. Like for real, bro.
He ain't lying though, and that's the thing though. Like it's very like it caters to very specific people because like he's right. Like you can look up that, you can look up pretty much any type of medical thing anywhere. Oh, but it's educational. It's like no, naked yoga is not educational.
No.
Okay, it is not.
Now you can go watch Real Death on YouTube.
Not
At
that
all.
fake stuff.
No. But Mortal Kombat, oh man, he just ripped somebody's skull off, like head off, and the spine was attached with his bare hand. Oh, you know how strong you gotta be fucking to rip somebody's with your bare fucking hands.
First of all, I got hot for laughing so damn hard. Listen, we all know like YouTube they would have been taking over the streaming industry, or gaming
Yes,
streaming industry had they done that a long time ago. I mean, I
yes.
don't even honestly, Twitch probably would have still came out, but I think it would have just been a secondary
I would
competitor.
say Twitch would have been in second place
Mm-hmm.
if
Secondary
you would
competitor.
have just
Yep.
go ahead and put money into it.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And the fact is, the same people, which is crazy, the same streamers that's on Twitch right now still go to other videos that's on YouTube. So YouTube, man, is not just gaming, man. I mean, businesses using YouTube,
Yeah,
small business owners. I mean, everybody is using. I mean, dude, you can literally learn anything that you want to learn on
Yeah, you
YouTube.
can learn
Somebody got a
trades and
video.
all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
somebody got a video out there. To implement gaming would be a huge deal. But going back to what you were saying, Slick,
mhm.
as far as they being the gatekeeper, I really think it is this. I think it's the same as with Twitch. I don't think it's no different with Twitch. Like, for example, like you may have like the girl streamers, and they have like they kind of like half of their top showing, and they kind of get banned for that.
My
Right.
wife.
you know yeah. I think it's the when it comes to like the blood and gore stuff like that with gaming, because and this is gonna sound crazy, but when you think of games, you also think of kids too. So the blood and gore that's in those games can potentially make the parents like, hey, I don't want you playing it. And so then, okay, they have to have some type of cutoff. You know what I mean? So I don't know when if they would ever like try to make it full like fledged like blood, gore, guts. I don't know if they're gonna do that.
It's
But
too late. They already done it.
but here's the thing. Like I said, if you talking about gatekeeping, they cannot. That's what I'm saying. They cannot be the gatekeeper and want to be the biggest gaming industry
No,
streaming platform. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that. But kids is gonna get to where they want to get to.
Hmm.
It's just like a thief, bro. If he really want it, they're gonna find a way
Yeah.
to get it. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Right. Right.
Kids are the same way. I'm like think about when we was younger, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucking being on AOL chat rooms and shit, bro. Talking to grown ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? What's your
Man.
age?
Man.
Oh, 28. Fucking character. You like, oh shit. She hey man, hey, 25 male fucking main. 10 picks. We did this.
Oh man, yeah.
Brandon, you specifically did this shit. We was like 7th grade,
Oh shit.
bro. 13 fucking talking to fucking grown fucking people,
Grown. I,
bro.
I still I still think about Sweet Baby 22. Oh my God, man. Still think about her. I
That's what I'm
want to know
saying.
what she is.
Like I was saying, kids gonna find it regardless, man. Is up to the parents if they decide to teach their kids. Like you know what I'm saying. It comes down to parenting at the end of the day, man. If they're gonna teach a kid, hey, that's fake. Don't try to on your little brother, sister. We ain't power driving in real life. All right,
Mhm.
break
Right.
somebody's neck.
And see, that's the thing, though. Society has gotten to the point of where we actually have to say that shit.
Hmm.
You know
True,
what I mean?
because
Like,
we didn't have to say it.
look at vehicles, for example. The owner's manual for vehicles, they used to tell you how to, change the timing.
Right.
Now the owner's manual tells you, please don't drink the fucking wiper washer fluid. I'm not even kidding. That's what
No,
they
I believe you.
actually, yeah, that's what they actually say. So it's one of those things where I just, I don't know, man. Like, as far as this goes, like, they're going to have to make it very, very cost effective if they want, the whole, just like the whole VR thing or the deep dive. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because, like, oh, I can buy a Nintendo Switch, or like a Game Boy or something like that. But at the same time, now everybody's also trying to go mobile too.
Right.
So and then you're going to be. Here's the problem with that. Then you're going to be like, okay, well, are they going to have like some type of battery powered VR? So some dumbass walking into traffic, just like whenever Pokemon Go came out,
Yeah.
girl found a body in the backwoods by her house.
I mean, the Oculus, you can walk everywhere. Like I can double tap the side of the Oculus and I can see inside of my house while watching whatever I'm watching. So they already getting to that point with that, and they're adding. Matter of fact, on the Oculus, they're adding a new feature that's coming soon, where like it you're boundary proof, whatever. They're boundary proofing your game area. So if somebody walks into your game area, it's gonna immediately spot them, and you can see them. So nobody's fucking throwing haymakers at their little kid or some shit because the kid's walking up to you. You don't fucking see him. But no, but on serious note though, with the YouTube gaming though, man, I'm glad they are starting to put more towards it.
Yeah.
But they have to be more lenient with their content, because if you're gonna go all out with gaming, you have to actually give gamers a real chance and not demonetize everything they fucking do if it's not the actual person fucking getting naked on there or some shit. And it's the game, if the game gets naked, it's like, look, man, it's a fucking game. Like I'm playing, it's new, it's hot content. Like, why would I not play this right now?
And see, go ahead, Potts.
No, I was just about to say they even flagged my account for saving a Mortal Kombat 11 video that I made 2 years ago, and they was like, "Hey man, yeah, we're gonna give you a strike for this one." I'm like, "Dude, it's a private fucking video. Like, this is for me to go back and watch the fucking shit." You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't list this shit public. Like, man, fuck you. So yeah, like stupid shit like that, man. Like, come on, YouTube. Like, out of all fucking things that you could be worrying about, you worried about my fucking video, my 2-minute, 3-minute video clip or whatever. I'm like, come on, man.
They are very choosy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I really like I said, I'm glad they're doing something about it finally. It gives more because I wanted to stream to YouTube mostly, right?
Yep.
But there's certain features that these other like Streamlabs don't let you do because YouTube won't allow it, and it's using tags and stuff so it can be seen easier. But if they do it right and they add, because they're adding added gifted memberships and all that stuff to credit to like on Twitch for members and shit. I'm glad they're doing that, but I really think they need to focus on YouTube gaming being its own platform, its own entity.
And that's
like
the
it can
thing
still
too. And that's
like
the
it can be
thing
part
too,
of regular YouTube still, but like if you gotta make an app, you know what I'm saying, where like, all right, if you want strictly just gaming stuff here.
Yeah, the thing too. Oh my bad. I was
No, you good. Go ahead. You good?
No, I was just gonna say, like, even Twitch streamers upload their live streams onto YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that right there alone would tell you, like, YouTube been had it. I just had to say that because it was amazing how I'm just thinking about if you just using Twitch as your main gaming platform, but yet you would still upload that same live onto YouTube. Like,
right.
you still going back to YouTube for something.
And then just like you said, they shows that they should have saw that years ago that their platform could have been bigger in the gaming portion if they would have went on and jumped on it way back when, versus waiting to see Twitch going under fire for all the bans and all this other stuff.
And it's easier to look up a video on your favorite streamer on YouTube versus going through his live clips on, on Twitch.
Yeah, because you only get 14 days of Twitch's VODs, whatever, and you might a big stream or something like that. But on YouTube, once it's there,
it's there.
Unless they decide to remove it, but yeah. So I think it's a smart move by YouTube. Better late than never, I guess. I just really hope they do this right.
I hate that fucking term so much, man.
Oh,
Because like if you really think of better late than never, while I can understand that's really only feasible if you are literally trying to find the entire, just the tiniest little speck of optimism of the whole bullshit that just happened. You know what I
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, better late than
mean?
never. Would you? But yeah, man. We'll see what happens, man. They said this their whole rebranding the YouTube game is supposed to start next year, early next year. And just to give a few stats on YouTube last year was they had 40 million active gaming channels last year and received 4.3 billion hours of watch time across its live channels.
Man, that's crazy.
And that number was double compared to 2019.
Mm-mm.
So they had huge growth. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
And it's over
Mm-mm.
250 million were uploaded last year. 250 million videos last year, bro.
That's
Where,
crazy.
where are they getting all this goddamn storage from? where
I
where
mean,
is
when
their
you're
cloud storage?
part of
God
Google,
damn.
you got all the cloud you need.
Damn.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, if you're a part of
There's a
Google,
lot of
yeah, that's
videos.
kind of.
You got all the
That's a
cloud
lot
you
of
need, bro.
videos.
They probably got a whole fucking warehouse of just servers just for YouTube. Because think about it, everybody has everybody either has a YouTube or well, everybody has a YouTube pretty much. But
Mhm.
somebody uploaded something to YouTube. Majority of the world has uploaded something,
Yes.
Yeah,
even
and
if they're just trying it out.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that's Google.
Yeah.
Okay, so Google's in everything. Just
Yeah.
Facebook. You know how much information Facebook has on all of its users? I actually um did this earlier. Ready for a wicked fact? Wicked
Okay.
facts.
Wicked facts.
Good.
Um, as far as information goes, Facebook stores over 300 petabytes of information. 1 petabyte is a
Damn.
million gigabytes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's. I don't even know what to do with that information. It was one of those like I sat there and I just thought.
And there's your
Because
wicked fact today. So I'm reading the thing right now. It says in 2022, YouTube gaming will work to improve streamer discoverability, which is great. I still think Mixer had the best discoverability.
What
So
happened to
we'll
Mixer
see
anyway?
huh?
What happened with them anyway?
Mixer went down. I read more into it. Mixer went down because they had what is it? Like they had work issues as far as like um assault problems and creepers and shit. You know what I'm saying? They type like
Oh
cases going
shit!
against them too. So that was part of the reason why they went down, and Microsoft wiped their hands clean before shit really hit the fan. So smart
Damn.
on them, but I still think they should have kept it because people loved it too much.
absolutely, I used to just stream music on it because they had some good music and
Them
just
Lofi
yeah,
channels and shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
which by
lo-fi,
the
whatever we
way,
call it.
Lo-Fi upload his shit on YouTube. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. You know, all his shit is on YouTube now. So hey, I
And
got a
then
couple. I got a couple in the playlist saved.
and then the fact that YouTube already has their YouTube Shorts, so basically TikTok,
Oh man, yeah, man. I
you
mean,
know what I'm
they
saying?
really can
Mm-hmm.
become the all-in-one
They can
platform too.
become the biggest of the gaming community as far as streamers and stuff there. And like I said, they make discoverability the right way
Hmm.
and make it something like Mixer was, where it didn't matter. Like if you had more viewers, you was at the top. Even if you was just a small channel and somebody big came in, they had to outdo you. Or if you've been playing that game long enough, sometimes they'll just randomly put you in the front page of
Hmm.
who to watch right now, or
Hmm.
you streamers on the rise. Like Mixer had like the best layout for streamers,
Mm-hmm.
and if YouTube put 2/3 of that shit into it, they'll beat Twitch.
Well, they already. I'm gonna tell you this, man. They already got the platform, the video platform, mixed with YouTube TV. You got people paying for that. You know, and then to come out with gaming and like we just discussed, they add in shorts. Well, again, those same TikTok, you know, influencers still uploading those TikTok shorts to YouTube.
Yep.
I've seen it. Snapchat, Instagram, they all are uploading that stuff. So everybody, to me, just sounds like if somewhere they need to get over that hump, it's YouTube. If they're not where they need to be now, they going to YouTube to get them over that hump. And I think YouTube is. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. They are killing it. They're killing it.
They getting there. I ain't gonna say they killing it yet, man. When they surpass Twitch completely, that's when I'm like, all right, cool.
Well, I mean, as far as like, that's what I'm saying. YouTube has become a hub.
It's a
So
safe
regardless,
haven.
yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, regardless of what you do, you're going to YouTube for something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Whether it's watching videos, whether it's you don't subscribe and you got the
I hate the
YouTube
fact that you're
TV.
right.
Yeah, I'm serious. You got YouTube TV, so now they done tapped into local channels and all these other
Yeah.
stuff. They implemented stars and stuff. You get what I'm saying? And now
YouTube
they having
University.
yeah, not basically, you know what I'm saying? So it's like now they have people who already have millions of followers on Instagram, probably having millions of or whatever followers on TikTok, but they would still upload those shorts onto YouTube. They would still
Right.
need YouTube for something, and that's why I say they're killing it because YouTube honestly have their hand in everything. I mean, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm guilty. I watch so much YouTube videos
Oh, we all do, bro.
for
Hmm.
everything. I mean, for everything. Dude, it be times where I don't even need my TV. Matter of fact, I have YouTube TV and YouTube on my TV. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I watch. I just go from one video to the next. I
I
mean,
told you
dude,
what I
I got
do.
so much shit saved, man. It's
I
just
told you what I do,
crazy.
bro. I don't even watch like regular TV shows for real, man.
Mm.
I'm watching YouTubers when I eat dinner and shit. Like me and my family, we watch like Dashy, Corey Kenshin and shit for like
Yeah.
for entertainment.
Right.
Those
So
are the
we,
sitcoms of our generation.
right.
Right. Ooh, man,
And
that's tough. That's
you
tough
know,
right there, man.
we'll hear some shows come out. Oh man, Squid Games or whatever. We'll go watch that.
Hmm.
All right, I
Hmm.
binge this shit. Back to Dash and Corey and all these other YouTubers and stuff, man. Because that
And think about this.
entertainment.
And think about this, man. When you saw a new movie, you would watch it on a commercial, you know. But now, dude, when something is out, the first thing I see is Black Widow new movie. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how I started to get about, learning about new movies and new shows or whatever come out. They right there on your front page. And so
Right.
that's the go-to thing now. Even my dad, man, my dad be on YouTube and just watching a hella hours. He even watch old shit, Western shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I'm like, dude, if you can get this guy to fucking, I'm like, come on, man. Like, y'all motherfuckers are like brainwashing us in some type of weird way. I don't know, but we all kind of love it, man, to be honest with
Well, think of the society that we're in now, though. Like, we literally, like, normal is like, oh, all right, cool, it's a commercial. Let me grab a drink, go to the bathroom. Now, we literally trade our time for money and use that money to avoid commercials.
you.
Fact.
Right.
We pay for
Right.
ad free.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's
That's true.
I
everything's
haven't done
just
that's
gone.
happened to me yet, but I know one day I am gonna have Hulu ad free.
It's
Yeah, man.
so good.
I know my mom, she ad free version, bro, and I'm like, I said, man, I just pay that extra money. I do it. I got live TV part of it. I was like, man,
Mhm.
I don't know if I'm gonna pay this extra money, bro, but I probably should though.
And you
I'm
know
not.
what? You know what's so funny? I'm sorry, Wiggy. I gotta say this. They still winning, whether you was paying for ads or not. Because if they got the ads, they running ads and they still get money from it. You
Yep.
know, if you don't want to watch the ad, you paying the money to not, and they still get. It's, dude. You cannot tell me these guys are. I don't know, man. They just finding ways to get money, and I'm saying all that is they can now unlock another area, which is that money that they have pouring it all into gaming.
Right.
They will do it, and when they do it, I think they will be better. than Twitch. I will say that they have that money. I promise you, they will find a way.
Man, yeah, got anything else before we go into this last part? Any other games and stuff we want to talk about? Any other news?
Honestly, I'm wondering what YouTube is going to do, because if you think about it, Mixer had it, Twitch has it.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be YouTube's version of Bits?
That's a good question. You know what? You're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's going to be their version? You know, is it like, what could they implement? I mean, technically, they could call it anything. Like, I don't know what they could call it. It would probably have to be. Oh man, thanks for the 200 Googles.
You know, they probably take a shot at Twitch and call them bytes.
Ooh.
Probably. Bits, bytes, coin.
Yep.
Just straight up coin. I hope they name it something fucking weird though. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing one feature I hope they add more than anything is just co-streaming without having to be a partner and shit like Mixer did.
Yeah, they really need some type of something to where we can implement and frankly just like actually, because if you want, I am upset the fact that I have to go to work and there's a 9-year-old that throws down $26 million a year.
Yep.
Dude,
on YouTube.
Oh my
fucking Ryan.
Dude.
Just opening up presents.
Yep.
Oh my God, man.
Preach, bots.
Wait a minute. No, because the thing is that kid is not the only one.
No, he's not.
12-year-old girl. It was a 12-year-old girl turned down money, like millions and millions or something. I'm like, how the fuck do you get to this point? Like, where have I fucking been?
Bro, it's crazy because, like I said, man, my kid watched Where's Ryan? And then my second kid watched, not Where's Ryan, Ryan's Tour Review or whatever it's called. And he don't watch it no more, neither one of them, but it's like back then when it first started out, I was like, yo, all right, man, okay, it's a kid opening toys. All right, okay. And then all of a sudden, like you said, now he is like blew up and it's like, what the fuck?
And honestly, it's like smart business moves and you know, just making and continuing that's the thing, having consistency and continuing making all of that content. But it's like, it makes you just wonder, like, okay, I'm an intelligent human being. What is up with this kid watching? And you know what it is? It's just all these other kids watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to find that thing to where that's what people want to watch. Just like
pulls people in.
Just like PewDiePie.
I still don't know what pulls people in for PewDiePie.
No,
I don't. I absolutely do not know what pulls people in. Like, I know what pulls people in for Dashy. Dashy's funny, but Dashy's loud. People like the rage. You know what I'm saying?
They like to scream.
What? He's just super excited. Like, he's loud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you got Corey Kenshin. Like, he's funny, but he's also realistic with certain things. He's like, he's very spiritual, but he also complete his games too. But he has funny edits, so he's balanced, you know.
Right.
And you got some people who do stuff like that, man. They're like Cartoons Delirious. They have a full team of streamers and stuff that they play with, and they all mesh together so well that it's good content no matter what they put. It don't matter what game they play.
Like Neves Gaming.
Right. They just make it good because they have a group and they all on the same page. They all joke around about the same shit and they make it funny. So yeah, it's definitely based off with finding something and pulling people in. And with kids, it's just, man, this kid got all the toys, man. I wish I was Ryan.
And that's the thing, though. Like, you're not even lying, because that's like, if you could stream, and if you could go live and everything, and I honestly think like, because if they're really pushing YouTube gaming, that's cool and all, but like you can stream on YouTube like whatever you want,
Right.
like honestly, and like I've said this to my other friends before. I haven't said this on here before, but I stand by what I'm about to say. Twitch after like about 9 o'clock turns into fucking Cinemax.
It does.
Because the only thing that's streaming are like chicks in fucking kiddie pools and doing ASMR. I'm gonna lick my mic now,
bro. The biggest thing. This is the thing that made me. I don't hate Twitch, but Twitch definitely knew how to get under other people's skin. And when they did this, is that the female gamers that don't really show skin and shit and work their ass off, and then you got the titty streamers, obviously. The ones that know they're what they're doing because they know simps are out there gonna pay them and bitch like a motherfucker and shit just to bounce around a little bit. And then the hot tub streamers. So you talking like they get on there day one and got like 800 people watching them and shit, and then all of a sudden they got all these subs and stuff. Get partner in like 4 days.
Well, it's because of all these like I'm gonna give her $5 and then she's gonna message me and we're gonna go out on a date.
And that's what's crazy. Then it actually was like, no, we're heavily against girls and bikini tops and stuff like that. But I was like, but y'all were banning these other females who are gamers just for having like like the what's the bar? It's a bar, like the Coyote Ugly little bar top, whatever, the bandana shit. You wear that and it's banned. Right. I was like, this girl has on a thong.
The one that had the kid kind of interrupted her stream.
Yeah,
you remember that one? And she got banned.
Like, bro, she's
stupid.
What the fuck? Yeah, bro. Like, bro, I was like, yo, I don't get it, man. Like these companies, man, they all have their bad side, and they all like pick and choose. Like you said, they pick and choose who they want to heavily focus on and who they don't want to focus on. What hard on YouTube has towards Mortal Kombat and their shit, just like the rest of the government think Mortal Kombat is the damn devil and the reason why kids were doing wrestling moves on each other, and like, no, kids left unattended, unsupervised.
Well, I'm gonna be honest and say wrestling was actually worse than Mortal Kombat. Okay, because you could actually do wrestling moves.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if I'm just like fake, it's my freeze, blast from Sub-Zero, and then somebody freezes. Okay, that's a lot less violent than a fucking suplex from the top bunk on a hardwood floor, my guy.
And that kids are breaking their siblings' necks and shit, that shit, bro. But they always focus on, Mortal Kombat does this and this, and we're gonna ban Mortal Kombat because, like, even the government was trying to ban gaming. You know what kind of outrage?
It was Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is the game that actually started the ESRB.
Right, and that's keep focusing on Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, yo, like it's a lot worse shit. Like GTA is worse than Mortal Kombat, bro. I'm like,
way worse.
Man, I'm gonna go steal some cars, grab me a hooker, go park in the alley. Oh man,
it is literally the definition of fuck bitches get money.
Exactly.
And I'm about to kill her and get my money back.
Exactly.
And then they're like,
bro, I'm gonna be doing that on the 11th. Are you kidding me?
And it's like, oh man, GTA. Oh yeah, you don't have to censor anything. Just go. Just have a time of your life. Do it.
And that also gets into another thing. Like, you got people that want to do things like the right way. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got some people that is like, you know what? Here's the thing. We're going to make this game exactly how we want it. All the grit, all the grime, all the gore, all the sexuality and everything. But you know what? This game is going to be so awesome that if somebody tries to fine us or whatever the case is, right? We'll just settle it outside and we'll just pay them off. Right. You know what I mean? Like, because if you're like Rockstar, okay, you're $1 billion company, right? You really think they give a shit if somebody's like, oh, well, we're going to fine you like, $5 million. Like, okay, that's the speeding ticket, bro.
That's when they walk up to her, shh, while stuffing money in their pocket.
Exactly. And it's some of these game companies can get away with that stuff. Like, and that's why I feel like whenever we see games like from smaller developers, right? That's why I feel like they're so good, because they did their diligence. They went through the hoops. They did it the right way, you know. And these bigger ones like, Rockstar and everything, like when was it? Just recently was the anniversary of GTA, the release date. GTA
Right.
5, right?
Yep.
Right.
So how many years was that? It was came out in 13, right? So that's 8
Yep.
years.
8 years.
Okay, 8 years. So that's 8 years that they promised a fucking story DLC.
Yeah.
8 years. That's another thing. They've also promised a story DLC for Red Dead 2. Okay. Do you really think that, if they say story DLC for whatever next game that they do you really think that, people are going to fucking believe them now? Or are they just going to focus on the online model, the pay to win, the pay to win, the pay to win? That's all it is anymore. That's why some of these big games, it's like we talked about a couple episodes again, people are going to buy it because of what it is, because they're making passable trash. It's like, oh no, you're going to get the new Call of Duty? No, I'm not really into it. But it's Call of Duty. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's kind of the point. I want to buy something that, like, I don't want to buy a car that's a piece of shit that I'm never going to drive, And that's the thing, though. There's so much money going around that with credit and all kinds of, use your points to get this now. And, so many different ways to, frankly, get games and play games and free Game Pass and stuff like that, that there's no real value anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
At least I don't feel like there is. I'm probably wrong. Usually am.
Yeah, man. No, that's some good points on all that shit, bro. Like, I don't really have much more to go off that, man. Like, yeah.
I say we should bet on what YouTube's going to call their items. You already said what, bytes?
Bytes, yeah. They're gonna spell it BYTES.
I'm gonna go with something stupid like thwomps.
Oh my god!
Ooh, my fucking
fucking Super Mario one.
They gonna be super like a motherfucker. Nintendo won't let nobody have shit of theirs, bro.
No, they will not.
All right. Gonna get into the last thing, and that's the final review for what's the name?
House of Ashes.
Yeah, House of Ashes. I always say Ashes Creation. God damn, I really want that game to be out.
I want the day before to be out. Hey, Potts.
Yo,
what's the first game we playing?
Shit, what y'all want, man?
You name. Oh no, what do you want, man? Because I'll buy your first game on Steam, man.
Well, I know I'm getting shit. I know I'm getting Battlefield, but I know there's something else out there. I do want that the day before. I do want that. But I don't know, man. There's so much shit. I need to look into the catalog, man. See what's out there.
I guess that's true, yeah, because you really haven't had a chance to.
Nah, man. And dude, I was even talking to my lady yesterday, and she was talking about the PS5. I was like, nope, I don't want it. I do not want it.
If she finds one, I'll buy it from you.
Damn. And I can go and get an Xbox right now, but I said, well, nah, man, I really want this PC thing, man. I really want to get into this shit. It's gonna be exciting for me.
I will say I did get into a Series S because I don't really play my Xbox and everything's digital now. Mm-hmm. So there's no point in going discs version.
Right.
Which is crazy because like my Xbox One X, because if you're a Power Up Pro member for GameStop, because GameStop is back on the better side of things. I guess they're running like a holiday promotion or something like that, but I literally traded in my Because how old is the 1X now?
1X about 4 years old.
Okay, because that was my Scorpio edition. That was like those limited edition ones.
Right.
And I traded that thing in. They gave me $350 for that.
Nice, because I got two 275 or something like that for mine.
Yeah, they was 275, and they're running a promotion where you get an extra $75, so that covered the tax on the Series S. And I also bought the 1 terabyte memory expansion, so I got a 1.5 TB on this little guy.
Damn.
And now I'm like cool, I upgraded everything, and then I'll slowly start looking at my 4-year-old TV. You've been good to me, bro.
All right, let's go ahead and kill this last part.
Yep. Sorry.
No, you good. Don't give a fuck. You know, it's a good episode.
I don't get to talk to pods that often.
Well, that's all about to change.
I can't wait until we're in the middle of playing. Someone's like, hang on, y'all. And then he starts doing some IT shit. Hi. like put on your like your news or your white voice or whatever. Like, thank you for calling. IT Tech WRR. For instructions in English, press 1. Simo Paro si habla español.
I was just about to do that part, bro.
Yo, that was funny, man. Oh, man, my ribs hurt. Hold on.
All right. From Ashes, right? Or House of Ashes?
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and skip cutscene to the last segment of this show, man. You know, and we're gonna finish our review on House of Ashes. Man, we could play this game on YouTube. Well, we're still uploading on YouTube, but we played on YouTube. We finally finished the full game, and like I said, the game's about 6 hours, 6-7 hours long, and that's just one of the endings that you can get that we played. Again, I myself was a big fan of the Dark Pictures anthologies, and they really, really did a good job on this game. And I let Wicked go ahead and get his part in because I got more.
I appreciate that. This is actually my very first time playing any of their titles. I've never experienced their titles before. And I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised because while I do hate long cutscenes in movies, that's what a movie is a long cutscene. In case anybody was wondering, I hate long cutscenes in video games, like Final Fantasy 13. That's why I couldn't get through it because it was, 2/3 cutscene, 1/3 gameplay, very linear too. Anyway, but the story that was going on is so compelling, and as far as your choices that you make and the consequences and cause and effect were, honestly, it captured my attention. It's been a long time since I couldn't wait to continually play a game because I didn't want to touch it unless I was playing with Slick because frankly, off and on we were kind of messing with each other with some of our choices a little bit. And it was, honestly, I enjoyed the hell out of that game. I would definitely recommend it if somebody has never played it before. But I think we're definitely going to have to, well, at least I will. I might do a solo stream on that and on the other titles and everything. But it wasn't overdone. It wasn't like hyped up. It wasn't like super action and everything like that. But the fact that you don't really run into games anymore that have context, time events anymore. You really don't. Like,
No.
what was that old arcade game that was like a ripoff of Die Hard or something like that? It had a ton of those.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would highly recommend that game. I'm so much into the survival, crafting, open world, and stuff like that. But that was completely off of my spectrum because that's not something that I would normally look at. But it's definitely something that has piqued my interest. That I'm definitely going to look into those types of games in the future, because I could literally sit there and play through that game in one sitting and do it again and again and again and again.
Get all the endings.
Exactly. It was such a good game.
And those are usually my type of games. I love the story-driven games like that. Especially when you make my choices, like the Telltale games, like Walking Dead and the Batman one. Like the Batman one's really good too. But definitely, House of Ashes is definitely one of the games everybody should at least try. If you're not even into those type of games, at least try it. Because if it don't suck you in, then fuck it, you're just not into it. But majority of people who play that game get pulled into the story so quick. Especially if you play the other ones like Man of Medan and fucking Little Hope, or if you go back and play Until Dawn, you get sucked into those so fast because shit is constantly happening, and the quick time events makes it interesting because you have to be on point or somebody's dead.
Yeah, absolutely. I messed up several times. I even made you mess up.
Right. And you want your whole squad to survive, but at the same time, you're like, man, I don't like this fucking character. If I get a chance to kill this motherfucker, I'm killing him. Just because I'm like, I don't like this fucking character. I fucking hate his face. Fuck him. You know? But yeah, House of Ashes, great game. And spoiler alert, the ending, because they all show the next game and the end of the game. The next game I'm really excited for, and it's called Devil Within Me. And it seems like some serial killer type shit, which hasn't been done yet. So
it looks really good because it looks like it's just an entire interrogation.
Right, and you just going back and replaying the story that the serial killer or whatever is telling. In other words, it's gonna feel like you're playing a Batman game. It seems like you like the Joker or Riddler is being interrogated and telling you the story of why they did what, and then you're going back and playing through it. It's the best way I can look at that trailer and think about it.
And see, that's the thing. I've never played the Batman one.
Oh, it's on the Telltale games?
I've never played those.
Definitely play those, man. They same thing, quick time events, make choices. Like, the shit's fucking crazy. You can even have Joker as your fucking partner at some point because of the choices you make. But yeah, man, House of Ashes definitely gets if I had to grade it on a scale of 5, I give it a 4.5. And the only reason I give it a 4.5 because I personally, neither one of us honestly, but we haven't went through and did the rest of the story, the rest of the endings.
But I'm gonna give it a 4.179 5.
You got anything you want to say, Pies?
Nope.
All right, man. That's gonna be another episode of Skip Cutscene, man. You guys know, hit us up on our socials. There will be a link in the description, or there will be linked in the description. And as always, thank you guys for people who are listening. Please don't forget to hit a comment. Let us know what you think of the show. Message us. We're all available most of the time of the day anyway, or at night.
I'm pathetic. Please talk to me.
But that's gonna be a wrap, man. Thank y'all for listening. See y'all next time.